All right, let's talk about a simple but honestly a game-changing idea for students. It's called the 3-hour rule. It's basically a framework to help you stop feeling just busy all the time and start actually building your future, one really focused day at a time.
I mean, does this sound familiar? You're running around all day. Classes, study sessions, assignments. Your calendar is just jammed full. You're completely exhausted by the end of the day, but when you look back, you kind of feel like, what did I actually accomplish? It feels like you've made no real meaningful progress. You were just busy.
Well, here's the good news. That feeling of just spinning your wheels, it's not a personal failure. You're not lazy. It's a system failure. The problem isn't that you're not putting in the effort. It's all about where that effort is going. You're probably just stuck in survival mode, trying to get through the day-to-day grind. And this slide just nails the problem perfectly. On the left, you've got the 10-hour myth. You know, the idea that if you just work more hours, you'll get more done. We all know that's a one-way ticket to burnout. But on the right, that's the 3-hour reality. It's all about strategic, high-impact effort. It's not about doing more, it's about doing the things that truly matter.
And this right here is the core philosophy. You have to let go of that pressure to fix everything all at once, because that's what leads to burnout. The goal isn't some massive overnight change. It's about a sustainable, consistent, daily investment in yourself.
So what is the 3-hour rule exactly? It's actually super simple. It's just a commitment, a promise to yourself to carve out 3 hours every single day, not for your homework, not for your immediate deadlines, but purely for activities that build the person you want to become down the road. That's it. Just 3. It's not this overwhelming, impossible number. It's manageable, it's totally achievable, and when you use these 3 hours right, they become incredibly powerful. Believe me, the rest of your day will fill itself up with busy work, but these 3 hours, these are yours. You own them. So the big question is, how do you actually use these 3 hours? Well, that brings us to the blueprint. This is the actionable plan for your day. Let's break down exactly what you should be doing with each of those hours. The whole structure is really simple. It's divided into 3 core pillars. Hour 1 is all about building your mind. Hour 2 is for growing your skills, and Hour 3 is for taking care of your body and soul. Let's kick things off with Hour 1. Okay, so your first hour of investment is all about intellectual growth. Now, this is important. This is not about studying for a test. This is about feeding your natural curiosity and expanding your perspective way beyond what you're required to learn in class. So what could this look like? Maybe it's reading a chapter of a book on a topic you know nothing about, or watching a documentary about deep sea exploration, or even just spending time with some brain teasers. The point is to actively engage with new ideas, which makes your mind way sharper and more adaptable. All right, on to Hour 2. This is where things get super practical. For students, this hour is pure gold. It's all about intentionally building tangible skills that are going to make you valuable in the future, whether that's in your career or for your own personal projects. Think about it, working through a coding tutorial, practicing Spanish on an app, or finally mastering a tool like Excel. These aren't just little hobbies, they are real assets you're building for your future. This hour is your time to go from being a passive learner to an active creator and problem solver. And finally, we get to Hour 3. And I gotta say, this one is absolutely non-negotiable. You can't build a great future on an empty tank. This hour is all about intentionally recharging your physical and mental batteries. Seriously, it's an investment, not a luxury. And look, this doesn't mean you have to run a marathon. It can be as simple as going for a walk in a park, doing a 10-minute meditation, or just journaling to get all those thoughts out of your head. This is the hour that gives you the energy and the clarity you need to keep this up for the long haul.
Okay, so we've covered the how. Now let's talk about the why. What's the real advantage of sticking to this 3-hour plan? I promise you, the payoff is so much bigger than just learning a new skill or reading another book.
When you commit to this, 3 huge benefits start to show up. First, you get clarity. You actually know what you're working towards each day. Second, you feel a sense of relaxation. Because you're focusing on what you can control, that overwhelming stress from the 10-hour myth just starts to melt away. And third, self-reliance. You start to feel like you're in the driver's seat of your own growth, and that is an incredibly powerful feeling. And that leads us to this key takeaway. You know, motivation is fickle. It comes and it goes. But a solid, clear plan, that's something you can execute every single day, whether you feel like it or not. Structure is what builds consistency, and consistency is what gets you real results.
Look, the world is always going to be fast and demanding. We can't change that. But what we can change is how we operate inside of it. This plan is your tool. It's how you manage your own time and energy to create this little pocket of intentional growth right in the middle of all the chaos. So, I'll leave you with this question. Just forget about fixing everything at once. Just think about tomorrow. What's one thing you're gonna do for your mind? What's one skill you're gonna practice? And how are you gonna care for your body and soul? The real power here is in starting small and starting now.